Okay, everyone. We're just going to wait for Shaun for one more minute, but I do have some announcements that I want to announce first. So, first and foremost, welcome, coaches. We're so stinking excited to be here. You have some phenomenal leaders on this call, and it is just going to be an amazing call. So excited for it. So, first announcement is on April 12th is when the sample workout for Let's Get Up is going to release, and then April 19th is when the program for the coach exclusive launches. Second announcement, and this one I'm really excited about, any coach that you sign up with a total solution pack in March is going to get a promo code for 50% off of Let's Get Up. And if you guys signed up a coach in January or February and they sell their first challenge pack, they will also get a code for 50% off of Let's Get Up. And then last but not least, we have the 3-step launch plan that we have shared in the back office as well as the region pages. So don't forget to share those with your teams and get really excited about all of that. And now we have Shaun T. So let me make him the co-host real fast. And hold on just one second. All right, so enough about those announcements, you guys. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Shaun T. He has been with Beachbody for 17 years. He has so many different varieties of programs, from kids programs to hip hop abs and size to the intense programs like Insanity. But tonight, and he also is the author of T is for Transformation. We are so excited to have you, Shaun. Tonight, we are going to talk about his newest program, Let's Get Up. Welcome, Shaun. We're so excited for you.
Why, thank you. But y'all gotta do something for me, because let me tell you something. I ain't like everybody else. I need y'all to do a hair flip for me. This is what I'm doing with everybody. Get y'all prepared. You know, Shaun T got hair now. You too, Sherry. I see you, Sherry, or Shari, whatever your name is. Come on, do your hair flip. Let's go. All right. Thanks for those of you who entertain my craziness. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm so excited for the program to come out. And
Rusty elbows.
I hear somebody talking. Sorry. I'm so excited for this program to come out, because for more than just the fact that it's a program, and I just feel like it's going to reach so many different types of people. You know, every time a program comes out, whether it's Insanity or Asylum or, you know, Transform 20, like a lot of these programs have a very, you know, pretty much tunnel vision fitness. Like, it's just like fitness. You're like, you think fitness, you think push-ups, burpees, you know, the whole thing. And while all of them are fun and different, this is a program that literally, like, the person who hasn't worked out before, the person who likes working out but they get tired after 30 seconds, the person who just doesn't know how to commit, this is the program for that person. All the way to people like me, or to people who love fitness and love different types of fitness and want to sweat but not have to do burpees or power jumps or sit-ups or crunches or planks or plank jacks or in and out abs, right? And not only that, but you're going to get a full total body workout every single day, if not, when you really think about it, every single week. And as I talk through this, I know there's customers and there's also coaches on the call. Like, I just need y'all to think a little bit differently than what you would normally think when a new program comes out. But I just want to also start by saying, you know, you made a good point that, you know, I've been with Beachbody for over 17 years, and I started with Beachbody being an instructor for a test group for Project U with Kathy Smith in 2003. So I was like, I like to say I was at the bottom of the totem pole. Carl, they didn't even know who I was. They just knew that Kathy Smith, you know, a lot of people were doing like the infomercial for Kathy Smith, and they were doing interviews, and they were like, you know, oh, you know, Shaun really kind of helped us or whatever. And they were like, you need to say Kathy's name. And Kathy would always laugh because she knows I was like taking them through the program or whatever. But like from that to helping Kathy Smith in early 2004 create the actual program. So I've been doing this for a long time, like even before Hip Hop Abs. So for me, this is more than just like another program. This is really kind of like the history of what I've been able to do while partnering with Beachbody for almost 2 decades. And so, I usually don't ask people to do this, but I'm like, I want you all to trust me right now when I tell you that whether you're a customer and you're thinking about being a coach, or you want to like just sustain your results, or you're a coach and you're like, how do I get better? How do I hit that diamond? Or how do I hit that whatever? There's a program that you can reach out to different types of people, and you can really get a new customer base and get us a, I was going to curse, but I'm not, a ton of people to join your program. So before I really get started to the meat of the program, in your mind, think about when you have a challenge group, or if you've been a part of a challenge group, and one of the main things that you have to do in a challenge group is to motivate the person to press play the next day. It's like, no, you got to keep on going. You got to push. They're like, well, I'm sore and I want to stop. And you got to be like, I got to find, we think everything, motivation, motivation, motivation. Well, in Let's Get Up, the least of your worries is getting people to press play. I'm telling you right now, people have been like, I'm sore, but I'm still showing up tomorrow. People are like, every day, people are like, oh my God, this is my favorite workout. Oh, no, I think this is my favorite workout. Oh, wait, the resistance is my favorite. And it's only because of one thing. It's because this program is a combination of joy and you're getting results. And I'll get to the science behind this in a little bit. But what is the program? It's a 30-day program that takes you on a dance conditioning, cardio conditioning journey mixed with resistance training that keeps you in a rhythm to the music and to the beat of the music. But I don't want you to think, do I have rhythm for a second? For those of you who feel like, oh my gosh, just dance, I'm uncoordinated. I want you to let go of that for a second. And what I want you to think about is this is the journey that you go on every single day. First of all, when you press play every day, there's an energized moment. Because I take Energize every day. Energize is my press play. I take Energize, and everybody here, well, only Chip is here right now, but everybody in my transformation center, they know, oh Lord, Shaun T gonna take his Energize. First of all, I'm gonna be mad hype because I'm excited, but it is for me the reason why I take Energize besides the benefits, the physical benefits, is because once I take my Energize, I press play. But while I'm taking my Energize, I'm like, well, what do I want to accomplish today? Like, a lot of people press play and they're like, oh, it's shoulders, bis, and tris day, or it's legs day. And it's like, okay, I'm going to work my legs. Or if something like Insanity, you're like, oh, I'm going to dig deep in this. But when I do the Energize moments in this program, I'm setting your intention for the day. Mentally, physically, I give you some obviously tips for the workout, but a lot of times I'm just like, so like there's a workout called Break the Rules, and it's a musical theater style workout. And some people are like, what? Like, I'm telling y'all right now, it is like one of the funnest workouts in the entire program. Oh, Amanda Gaboni said I did that today. Because I have two test groups going on right now, actually. But it is so fun. And the thing is, you're burning, you're sweating, you're dancing, and you don't even realize the calories you're burning. But every workout starts out with a high energy warm up where I'm teaching you I'm like, squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your back. You don't have any weights in your hand, but do a lat pull down. How are you engaging your core? Like, are you actually using your muscles when you're moving? Because a lot of times people just move. They're like, this is the move I got to do, but they don't squeeze their inner thighs on an adductor squat. When they do a jumping jack, they don't actually flex their shoulders. When they come down for a power squat, they don't squeeze through the back. Your body is made up of weight, mostly water. And if you pick up a gallon of water, you know it's heavy. So each of your limbs in your body is a weight, and you can use it to tone. So the workout is always a high energy. The warm-up is always a high energy warm-up, simple moves that you can do. So like, I like to give people an example. There's a move called the rainbow slide. And while it looks like this, and like some people feel like it looks like this, right? If I'm going here and I'm dancing, but let me take the arms away. Then I do this. So what does this look like? I adductor squat. Now let's take that away and just jump it down, right? So now when you're moving, you're doing an adductor squat. Or if you're stepping side to side here, it just looks like I'm dancing. but I'm squeezing my back and I'm stepping in. So it's, I basically try to create really fun movements that I can turn into a dance fun move, but also I can turn a lot of these moves into an exercise that you do all the time. So for people who are like, oh my gosh, I feel uncoordinated, or I'm not able to do that. Yes, you can, because you do it every day in other workouts. I'm just doing it in a different way, in a fun way. Why am I out of breath? Give me a minute. Hold on. And my cup says this ain't no coffee break, so I better hurry up and talk. Okay. It's tea. I ain't drinking coffee that late. The amount of energy I got, I would go home and Scott would be like, what's wrong with you? But anyway, so you do this like intense, not in a bad way, intense, like super fun warm up that I'm helping you engage parts of your body. And then you go into a tone and tighten section. This is where you get deep conditioning of the legs. This is where people see results and the shaping of their legs, the shaping of their butt, the flexibility they get in their hips and being able to open up their hips. And on the way down, there's like 6 moves. Most of the time, there's 6 moves. You'll do a toning section, and on the way back up, we try to hit more isometric contraction movements, whereas you're moving through holds. So in a way, you like kind of think like some of the moves if you've ever tried bar blend, right? Like with Elise, like sometimes. So I just do this like kind of combo to the beat of the music, and it's like crazy. So then the next part is, so not until like 8 minutes in do you actually get into like what you would think is choreography. And yes, it is dance. Like you are dancing, but not only are you dancing, I'm going back to like, this is how you're burning. This is the move. Like think of this move. Think of a squat. Think of squeezing your muscle here. And in addition to that, we have this tool called the Cameo. And you'll see a little gold dot pulse on the screen. And then all of a sudden, this window will pop up and it's a cameo. Her name is Carly, and she comes and she does the move before I get to the next move. So you don't even like, I have to worry less about cueing the move. Like, we're going to do a grapevine, which we don't really do many grapevines in here, but it's just a throw in the back because, you know, child, grapevine is so, 1976. Okay. But I know a good grapevine is fun though. But anyway, so Carly pops up. So for people who've seen like a video game, like a Just Dance or something, like you see that thing pop up, she's giving you the move before I do it. So you can just continue to have a good time, and you'll start to automatically see your peripheral vision being like, okay, I'm doing this. Oh, okay, here's Carly, and I go on to the next move. So we have 2 blocks of that. And what happens is we do 8 moves, we do 8 reps, 4 reps, 2 reps, 2 reps. So it's kind of like this pyramid sequence. It's doing 2 things. It's creating muscle memory for you, and it's also a way for you to tone the muscles while having fun. There's 2 blocks of that. After the second block of that, we go into the insanity round. There are 6 moves. They're about 20 seconds each, all done to the rhythm. I ramp them up as you go throughout the 30-day program for people who have never done insanity, but there's no power jumps. There's no burpees. There's no push-ups. There's no plank jacks. You never go to the floor, ever, ever, ever. Not in any workout, ever. And some people are like, well, I like burpees. Let me tell you something. After you finish this program, I want you to go do a max 30. And I promise you, in your plank jacks, your shoulders won't get tired because I destroy them in such a good way. But it's great. So, and then after you do insanity, I teach you how to do an active recovery. A lot of times when people hit a HIIT training, when it's over, they just want to stop, right? While I do give you a second to grab water, we come back, and while your heart rate is still coming back down, I start to tone your muscles again. I combine the choreo rep section to the music, and it's super slow. So now you're going back into that muscle memory zone, but also I'm saying, all right, now it's time to squeeze this muscle and squeeze that muscle as you start to ramp up. And then basically you do the double choreo rep section for 5 more times. The music gets faster, and you end with while doing it to the song that we created for each workout, and it's super fun. So Monday and Tuesday you'll do that. Wednesday you'll do a resistance workout where we have weights. Obviously, the greatest thing about this program is, again, you don't get on the floor, and secondly, you only need a pair of dumbbells, maybe 2, because I want you to go up in weight as you move forward. So the resistance workout is done the same exact way. Cardio warm up, tone and tighten section. Then you grab your weights and you're lifting in a sequence, in a rhythm, same pyramid structure. You hit insanity, go back to the weights, ramp it up so your heart rate goes up, and then we cool down. So Monday, Tuesday, cardio, Wednesday, resistance, Thursday, cardio, Friday, resistance, Saturday, cardio. And I've also created some 10 to 12 minute bonus resistance workouts with weights so that you can always add them in to your workouts if you're a person who loves to lift weights. What else? At the end of the workout, each workout, the cardio workouts, there's a thing called a shareable moment. And shareable moments is so fun. It's basically, I give you some choreography that you can post on social media. So it's a shareable social media moment. So you can do it for TikTok, you can put it on Reels, you can put it on Facebook or whatever you want to put it. But I just believe one of the reasons why I wanted to create this, one, because I don't know if you know, but Reels continue to get traction. You create a Reel, put it in your story, put it in your feed, post it again in your story, and it continues to get traction. But most importantly, I feel like people will connect with you better when they see you moving. And no shade, because I do it too, but the sweaty selfie in a feed doesn't really attract people that much, especially if you're more than a customer, right? And you really want to be a coach, and it's tough to be a coach, but in order to do that, it's like, how am I relating to this person? So I wanted to do a shareable moment for that and have fun. But anyway, so it's a 30-day experience filled with joy and so much fun. And for people, you can always do the program a la carte. Like you can choose any workout to do at any time, but I recommend following the calendar. The sample workout, I think that comes out on the 12th of April, is so much fun. Oh my goodness. And it's really simple. And so the sample workout, I really kind of give you movement patterns, like how you're actually gonna move in the workout, and then different movements where I can show you, number one, how to move your body a little bit, but two, also level changes, because range of motion is really important for results. But let's talk about results for a second. So I've had people compare the calorie burn from this to max 30. And while I would say generally this workout is quote unquote, you think it's easier, a lot of times you burn more calories. And people are like, because everyone thinks to burn more calories, you got to go super hard. But let me just give you guys the idea. And for those of you who don't know, I have a degree in sports science and I graduated with honors. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. But anyway, just had to flex for a second. And that's a joke. I mean, it's not a joke, but so you can really pay attention to me. So if you ever watch the Olympics, you look at a 100-meter sprinter, right? If you look at a 100-meter dash sprinter, most of them have thick legs, bigger biceps, shoulders. They're power. They're all about power. They don't do their training is short bursts of exercise, and their weight training is super heavy weights, right? Now, if you go to a marathon runner, what does a marathon runner look like? Super lean, super lean. Why? The difference is a sprinter, their heart rate from 100 meters to a 400 meter one time around the track. And you can even see a 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter runner, they get smaller as it gets longer. Like their body's a little leaner and not as thick. And the reason why is because the longer you run, the more you sustain a heart rate. And the more you sustain your heart rate, the more calories you burn. So when you get to somebody like a marathon runner, they're in an aerobic zone. But like something like a max 30, I'm trying to push you to go to your anaerobic zone, come back down. Anaerobic, it's an interval training, but the reason why a lot of people lose weight with insanity is because they burn calories after they finish working out. But, they can get a good booty and all that too along with it. With Let's Get Up, you are pretty much in HISS, like a high intensity, like steady state, right? And then I'll hit you with insanity. I'll spike your heart rate up a little bit, but then we come down for like the last 10 minutes of the workout. We're doing a slow ramp, but I'm toning your muscles through the dance movement, and then you ramp it up where you finish strong. And so the calorie burn is great because you sustain a certain heart rate and you never really, maybe somebody who just begins and it's insanity for the first time and they've never done it, even though I don't push you to max out portion, you might be like, oh wow, like this is rough, but you'll slowly start to feel yourself recover more and stay in that steady state. So that's why some of the results in my test group has been like really great for people who want to lose weight. We've people over 40 pounds, over 50 pounds, and they've done like a couple rounds. Obviously, you won't lose that much in just 30 days. I wouldn't want you to. That's very unhealthy. So people have done 2 or 3 rounds of it, which is like right on cue with how you should be losing weight. And so, but for people who like don't want to lose weight, you know, obviously there's nutrition you can do that with. And then when you get to the resistance workouts, you can up your dumbbells. But anyway, so I just wanted to like give you that. It's super fun. I hope I'm not boring. I've been talking about this forever and I just finished shooting. And I'll be on here, I'll be like, these people are gonna think I'm boring, but I really am excited. So, are there any questions for me before we continue?
Yeah, I have a question first and then I'll go to the chats. So the choreography section, is it a dance that kind of builds on each other, or are you doing separate 8 counts and moving to separate 8 counts later? Like how does the choreography section kind of build and transition?
Yeah, so you know how with, and I hate comparing it to anything else, but I think this is the best thing. Like, you know how with size, like I just would like break it, we would always add on, but like sometimes we add on 2 counts, sometimes we add on 4 counts, which is just getting you to like being in a dance class. This, you're doing an 8 count like 16 times, but it's so simple, you know, that you're just like working on it. And then you move to another one, and then you move to another one, and then you move to another one. And then we come back and then we repeat. And instead of doing it 8 times, we do each 4 times. And then we come back and then we do it 2 times each. And then you leave it and you go to something else. So it is a build on, but it's more of like, while you are dancing, I would never want to take away the fact that you're dancing. I like for people to look at them like exercises. Because if you look at it more like I'm doing these exercises, you less feel like think about your dancing, but the time still flies by. Because when I tell you Shaun T is in rare form, I'm telling you, like, I don't even know what happened to him. He got to Maui. Yes, Kenzie James, I see your face. Shaun T got to Maui and started acting up. But it's so fun because, like, for me, it encompasses my entire personality in one program. Like, you have the fun, the very serious insanity where I try to push you, you know, obviously the motivation behind all of it and the scientific, and then, you know, the performance and fun and just like bringing joy to your life every day.
I love it. My old cheerleading heart is like just so excited for this program. I can't even wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. What about if they're pregnant? So if you're pregnant, what kind of modifications, and is there a modifier in this program for them to be able to do this program as well?
Absolutely. So sorry, I forgot to talk about the modifier, but her name is Alexia. And when I tell you, you are all going to love her. She doesn't have a mic, so she doesn't talk. But if she did, y'all probably would love her more than me. Like, she's so fun. And she loves being a modifier. Like, she absolutely loves it. But she brings sass. Like, I think a lot of times when we have a modifier, it's looked at like, oh, this person's going to modify. And while she's shortening her range of motion for definitely for pregnant women and people who may have limited range of motion for whatever, she never jumps. She's still bringing you the sass. She's still bringing you the fun. She's just so great and just like super, and she feeds off my energy so well. And it's really, really great. Like, the cast is really great. It's made up of different ages, body types, walks of life. And it's just like everyone is a super fun. And I would say that there's no one in that cast, like, everyone is there to like really like, before every workout, before I film every workout, I'm like, we already know the workout. This is not about us. This is about like the people at home. Like, we have to be able to bring you all into the experience, and you're gonna feel it. Like, you're gonna feel it because they authentically are like, you know, I had them work out on their own and experience like what it's like to work out on the other side of the screen, so that when we are filming, they can see like, oh, like I totally get how we have to like focus on this is like less of us performing and like really squeezing our muscles and really bringing you all into the experience. Because I think that's the hardest thing with home workouts compared to live workouts, right? Like there's a screen, but y'all ain't gonna think there's a screen. Not with me. We're gonna have a good old time.
Oh my heck. And I love that it's going to be such a diverse cast so that it kind of gets everyone excited. That's amazing. So what of Beachbody nutritionals and performance line would you recommend for this program?
Yeah, so there are going to be a lot of videos that I shot for this. One of the other things y'all don't know, child, we finished shooting these workouts and they got me filming 18,000 videos with all this information. So I'm telling you, I'll be finished. Let me give y'all some behind the scenes. Y'all know when you finish working out and you home, right? You finish, you're like, whoo. You might lay on the floor, you might wipe the sweat off your face, and you can go sit down, text your friend, take your selfie or whatever. I get off stage and they're like, all right, here's a script of like 100 things, I don't care if your muscles are shaking. I'll be like, can a brother get a second to breathe? And I do. Y'all should see me. Sometimes I actually get mad. I'll be like, can I get a minute? But anyway, look, I just keep it real. It's true. But anyway, I say all that to say, I've done a bunch of videos that you guys are going to have access to that tells you about the nutrition and the supplements and just kind of really getting you excited and really going through the program and helping you understand what it is. And I do have fun doing those, but not right after I finish working out. But and the reason why I want to get into the nutrition now is because obviously we have 2 nutrition programs at Beachbody. We have Beachbody Nutrition, and I don't do those programs, so I can't answer them. But I know a lot of people have had success with those programs. And actually, in my podcast, I interviewed Alana, because To Be Mindset is obviously one of them. So if you guys want to check out Trust and Believe, one of my podcast episodes that I released a couple of weeks ago, you get her backstory. Like it's just super cool. So you connect with her. But yeah, so you'll get a bunch of videos that will really help you through that.
Awesome. Thank you. So if there was one thing that you want all of these coaches to take away from your program, what would it be and why?
Oh my goodness. I think so. I can talk to you as a user and as a coach. So I have to talk to you in 2 different ways. As a coach, you have to think, and this is like tough trainer Shaun T, okay? As a coach, it's not about you. And people have a really tough time with thinking it's not about them. Like, of course you have your journey. Of course you lead by example. Of course, it's hard to have a coach who's not working out that's telling you what to do, right? But I need you to look at this program and look outside the box of the normal person you would reach out to do this program, even if you're not the quote unquote dancer. Because as a coach, you're coaching people who like different things through a different experience. And this program is for a wide variety of people. And not because it's easy, because it's cardiovascularly, for those of you who are in my test group, you can put it in the chat right now. Cardiovascularly is not that easy. Muscle burn wise, it's not that easy. The thing is, this is the program that really can get people off the couch because they're really going to be having fun and they're going to be burning calories. So I think a lot of times when we release a new program, we're like, and it has no equipment but 2 dumbbells, right? I think a lot of times when we release a new program, it's like they see the push-ups, they see the burpees, they see the power jumps, they see this really intense experience or journey they're going to go on, and they're already defeated, where you're not going to have that. Like, you're not going to have that. And so it's that, and you have a modifier. And so it's like everyone's on the same playing field. I mean, I don't know how many of you know Danielle Natoni, and I use her as an example because she's one person that talks about she went from fit to fitter. Like, she's not somebody that talks about she had a 50-pound weight loss and that made her successful. And she's in this program. I made her audition for it, and she got it because the producers liked her, not because I'm her friend. But somebody like her who loves intense fitness, you go DM her and ask her about her experience with it. Like, you can get results if you are already like an avid exercise goer all the way to the person who's just beginning. And the person who's beginning is just like, they're going to enjoy and have fun. So as a coach, it's more about finding those people that want to get off the couch. The truth be told, most of the world doesn't like to work out. So you as a coach, most of the world, like, they don't. And most people, the majority of people in the world don't want to work out. If you lined up people at the grocery store and be like, all right, everybody, I want you to do jumping jacks for 2 minutes, 70% of them are going to be like, 30 seconds later, they're going to be like, nah, child, like, you can have it. I came to get some food, right? So the thing is, we have an opportunity to take people on a journey who in their normal life would be winded after just doing some of the exercise that I showed you, right? So you have an opportunity to get people to take them on a journey. For you as a user, I think you will see, and this is just like being straight up, we have been in a pandemic. The entire world is in a pandemic. And a lot of exercise programs and are done indoors. It's kind of dark. The floor is black. The walls are, there's all different sets that we're on. And yeah, they have these bright things, but it's inside. This is outside. And this is, I promise you, this is 30 days. You will get up, you will get results, and you will find joy, and it's fun. And we laughing and we having a good time. And it's just like, I just don't know why people don't take the opportunity to take 30 days, stop worrying about a burpee or a push-up, and have a really good time. And so, but for those of you in my test group, you're still going to get the burn that you should get. So anyway, that's really it. That's really it. And it's super fun, and I'm excited.
Awesome. Shaun, I am so excited for this program. Thank you for bringing your passion and your energy and getting us all excited for, it's like, a little over 2 weeks away. So again, sample workout launches on the 12th, April 12th. And then the program for the coach exclusive is April 19th. So thank you so much, Shaun. We appreciate you so much. And coaches, I hope you all have an amazing night. Thanks again, Shaun.
Thank you all.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks, Shaun.